breathe. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Simona, I design knitwear and I talk about it. So yeah, it's been a while. I haven't filmed anything since January, and yeah, there are a lot of things I want to show you and things to catch up on. So I decided to make a podcast type of video this time. And yeah, I need just a tiny bit of explanation. Where have I been? Why haven't I been posting anything? So what was happening is that I was in the biggest, longest creative rut I've ever been, I think. And I think that was due to a few reasons, like jacket being a very intensive project. Also, I started YouTube and things were going well, videos getting views, my channel getting subscribers, and that put a little bit of pressure on me, I think. And also looking back to 2024, I was designing and putting out new patterns quite constantly and consistently. So it's like I finish one design, I send it off to a test knit, and I almost immediately start another one. So there wasn't a lot of room to wonder and explore and maybe reassess a little bit or review what I've done so far. So yeah, all those things kind of piled up into this one big break that I probably needed. At first it was very frustrating because I was like, what is happening? Why I don't want to do anything? Why I don't have motivation, even if things are going well. But then I accepted it, that I need to refuel my creative cup. And yeah, I took a break, so it's fine, and now I'm back. And yeah, I have a lot of projects I want to talk about, so without further ado, let's get started. I really need to not forget to mention project name and the designer. The first project, I will try to go in chronological order, by the way. So the first finished object that you haven't seen yet is I'm So Basic Socks by Summer Lee. So you've seen it as a whip, but not as a finished object, even though I finished it in December. This yarn that I thought it was from Unravel thrifted item, it's actually legit sock yarn that was thrifted, and it's quite interesting. It's actually very scratchy and rough, and it has very new to me fiber content. It has 48% of cotton in it. So yeah, but even after washing, these socks are scratchy, so I haven't worn them yet. So maybe next winter, maybe I will wash them again and try to wear them. But yeah, but at least it's a finished object, is a stash buster, and it's always very, very satisfying. So yeah, that's the first one. The next project is quite a bit more exciting and bigger. It's Ento Slipover by me. So it's the second sample that I made. And what's different about it, that it has some body decreases, because the first sample doesn't have that. But I included it in the pattern, just haven't knitted that up myself, so really wanted to have that and see how it looks in reality. All in all, I'm very happy of how it turned out. Like, it was expected because I did it once, so I knew what to expect, but the yarn is different. I used Charisma by Drops, and I thought it will be a very good substitute for Peer Gynt that I originally recommend, but I got a bit disappointed because this yarn is slightly bit thinner, therefore it's, I don't know if it's because it's thinner, it's just different and looser. The slipover got a lot more drape than I would have wanted, because Peer Gynt is very thick and rustic and it holds itself really well, and Charisma by Drops lost a lot of its springiness or bounciness after block. But still, it fits great. It's great color, neutral, staple piece in my wardrobe, and I'm very happy with it. I used seven balls for this. Also, all the information about each project is in my Ravelry, and yeah, I will link it down below, and you can check it out if you want a little bit more detail about each project. So yeah, Ento Slipover by me. Okay, this one is a good one. I finished Ento Slipover in, I think, January or early February, and my next finished object was a test knit. You have seen a little bit in my last vlog, and it is Retrowave Raglan by Jenna Mulder. So yeah, this is a very fun project for me. I usually choose a little bit more muted, you know, earthy tones, and this is bright even for me. So yeah, this is very fun turtleneck. On me, it's either zero ease or negative ease. In the arms, it's definitely negative ease. It has this very fun I-cord details, like 2 on each sleeve. It has very fun striping situation. And yeah, all in all, I'm super duper happy with it. I love the colors I chose. I love the design. Pattern was great. Test knit experience was great. By the way, it's my first ever test knit ever as a knitter, not a designer, and I'm really happy that I had this experience. However, I don't know if test knits are for me because of the deadline thing. It takes a little bit of joy for me out of a project, and yeah, I don't think I'll be testing anytime soon. But yeah, this project I'm very, very happy with it, and I recommend for people to try it. It's very fun. It's very fun because you can play with very fun color combinations, and yeah, it's just the project itself is very playful, and not everything in knitting has to be taken so seriously as sometimes people do. Oh, about the yarn. It's knitted with Merino Super Wash. It's Lana Gatto Super Soft. And generally speaking, I'm not a fan of this type of yarn. For me, it lacks texture. It's a little bit too shiny. It sometimes grows very unexpectedly after block. But if I were to make this top again, I would choose the same type of yarn because it's just very comfortable to wear. So yeah, I guess there are exceptions to every rule, and yeah. I'm fighting with my perfectionism like you have no idea. Okay, the next thing is a bit of a story time. So I tried to submit my design to a Laine magazine for the first time ever, and I can talk about it because unfortunately my design was not picked for that issue. So the only thing I have to show you for it is this swatch, which I'm very proud of it, of the swatch and the concept. So this is supposed to be a sorrel dress Laine always provides a mood board, like a theme for the project, and I was definitely inspired by that mood board and also by tennis attire, like tennis classic dress, and that's what it's supposed to be. Of course, I will include presentation so you can see what I sent to them, like what concept it was. But yeah, so very simple, straight cuts, maybe slightly flared dress, worked in this pattern, which I don't know how to call it because I mimicked it from a like commercially used clothing, because I saw it in thrift stores and also on Pinterest, but it's like commercially used pattern, like machine knit. But I figured it out how to knit it hand knitting, and it's very drapey, very squishy, and when the texture is like a little bit sheer and almost lacy, I really love the stacked pattern, like not like, you know, zigzagging stacked, but like stacked like this. I think it's much more minimalistic and slick. So yeah, and the borders are 4 stitches I-cord. And yeah, and that's it. It's knit from one strand of Thyme Tea by Santa's Garn, and I absolutely fell in love with this yarn. It's very, you know, soft to touch. It's super like summery yarn, and you will see that my next design will be using this yarn because yeah, I absolutely fell in love with it. And for this design, for now it's concept. I'm very proud of it. I don't overthink why I did not get picked, like why my design did not get picked. I think it's still great, and I might self-publish it maybe next summer. We'll see, because it will take a while to knit. This stitch pattern is very time consuming. It's similar to have brioche. But yeah, I think I want to take my time with it, so the best case scenario is to release this design for next summer. So yeah, we'll see. Stay tuned to find out what I might do with this concept. So the Retrowave test knit and the submission was on like single week, and after that I just finished. I pushed myself, I finished everything, did what I had to do, and then I was free of all the projects, and yeah, needed to take a bit of a rest, but I still want to, you know, do something. So I started making this scarf. It's a crochet project. Haven't done anything crocheted in a while, and yeah, I had these yarns that are very earthy and reminds me of my view out the window that I have, especially in the spring, like green grass, still naked brown trees and blue sky, and that's what my inspiration was. This like type of crocheting is inspired by Vilnius Woods, this girl who does like crochet tutorials on YouTube, and she's also an influencer on Instagram and has her own yarn brand, and I really like her style. I envy people who can see their vision and execute their vision so well. I wish I had that in me, and I wish I was able to do those things. Yeah, and I'm happy, very happy how it's turning out. And of course it takes forever to weave in all those ends so that it's not visible at all, but I think it will be worth it. I think I am almost halfway through because I want this scarf to be like 2 meters, I think. So yeah, that's this. I think I will take a break from this and will continue working it before the fall, maybe in September. But for now, yeah, this will be a little bit not active WIP. Or if I feel like crocheting, I might pick it up again. Okay, this next project was the one that got me back into knitting and got my knitting mojo back. So I had this crochet scarf going on, which is not portable project at all. And I needed a little something to bring to like knitters meetup that we had. So late in the night, I browsed Ravelry and looked at my little very tiny stash and was trying to figure out what I can cast on. And I found the perfect project for the yarn that I had. And I finished it in 2 days. So it's Coco Bra by Laine. And I used like Zauberball edition 3 by Chapel Walla. I used only 30 grams of it because I also used some leftover cotton that I had here. So yeah, I love this piece. I love that I had this tiny ball of yarn and I could get the whole garment out of it. It's a little bit modified because I cast it on for size XS and continued working size XS, but then I realized that it will be way too small, so ripped back a little bit and then continued working S for the cups only, and that got me a really great fit. The only issue with this project was this band, because I measured myself. I cut the band, sewed it, and it was bigger than like my knitting itself, so it was very hard to insert it into this casing. But other than that, it's really great. I washed it and it's not scratchy. It was very scratchy before washing, but after washing it's just fine. And this yarn is very fun. I don't know if I would use it for anything bigger than like this, but when product is so small, it's not overwhelming, those colors. And I think it turned out really nice and fun and quirky. Yeah, so this is Coco Bra by Laine. The last finished object is maybe a little bit boring because it's towel, but it has a very fun texture. Every time when a podcaster pulls up projects like this, I'm thinking, come on, give me something more interesting. It's a bit boring. But now I realize that even though the project itself may not be very exciting for others, but still you put so many hours in it and you choose the yarn for it or use up something like from your stash, and that's always very satisfying, and essentially you build a connection with a tiny piece like this. It's essentially an rectangle, but it gives me so much joy. I think it gives the same amount of dopamine than finishing a sweater, honestly. I don't think our brain registers the difference. Finished object is finished object. So yeah, this is a little hand towel that I will use only in the bathroom to dry off hands. And yeah, haven't used it, I haven't blocked it yet because I think I might use it and only then block it. I think it makes sense. Yeah, use drops Paris. Oh shit, I did I did not mention the name. So it's Thyme Tea Towel by Isabella Grzybek, also known as Wild Berry, and it was a free pattern that you can find in a blog post. So yeah, very fun texture. I love it. I love how it turned out. So yeah, that was the last finished object that I have to show you. And now we can move on a work in progress. Says 2. I have 2 of them. So next, I think I will talk about my personal work in progress, personal project. So since Laine's submission didn't go anywhere, I had some of this orange yarn left and decided to make it into a little scarf or bandana or kerchief. It's lace bandana by Bethany Schwartz. Very cute and dainty garter stitch bandana with lace edging, and I don't know, as soon as I saw it on Ravelry I fell in love with it and I knew I want to make this someday. And yeah, since summer coming, I decided to do that now because again I needed a portable project where I don't need to think for a knitters meetup. So yeah, I casted on this and I'm happy how it's turning out. It's really fun to knit that lace detail and it's just very satisfying. You know those lace shawls that people make? I didn't get the appeal of them, but now I kind of do. I don't know if I would ever make one or wear one ever because it's not really my style, but something little like this, this is I can get behind that. And it's not annoying to knit because the whole lacy shawl, it might be fun, but it also needs a lot of concentration. This you almost can remember and you don't need to look at the pattern all the time. So yeah, I'm just very happy with this little triangle that I have going on. And this is my personal work in progress, not my own design, so I don't need to think about it. I can just work on it whenever I want to chill with my knitting. Okay, the last work in progress is the most exciting thing probably from everything I showed you today, and it's my new design, and it will be a t-shirt. So it's going really well. It's a bit messy because it's in progress and not everything while in progress looks pretty, but I think it still looks great. It's a t-shirt from the mentioned Teen Laine by Sanna's Garn. It has this marled thing. It has this kind of Adidas inspired three like lines. Also, I very recently finished the neckline using only one strand, and I really love this idea that when you work with two like strands of something, you can play the finishings using one strand, and I don't know, I think it looks very profesh and nice, and yeah, I love how it's turning out. And now I'm trying to, I started the sleeve already with short rows, but then ripped it all back yesterday and we'll start again. So yeah, I want to do a short row sleeve for the first time ever. I haven't done that before. And yeah, I find this one issue with short row sleeves that the short rows themselves are usually very visible, and I want to try to find a way to make them not as visible. So right now I try to pick up stitches around the sleeve with a much smaller needle than I am actually using, so that this first row is very tiny and almost invisible. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, but so far I think everything is going really well with this design and I'm excited about it. And I think I already have like my 3 friends wanting to knit it, so they will probably test knit it. So that's really great to hear because it means that people dig it. Yeah, even though the modeling trend I think is not in its peak, I think 1 year or 2 years ago it was like very popular, but but I'm doing it still because I don't know, I like it. I think it looks very pretty and intentional in this design. So yeah, it's nameless design still. So if you have any name suggestions, you can comment them down below. So yeah, that's all I think that I have to show you, like, physically. And I don't have a lot of plans in the future except for one that I bought the yarn for. Maybe the yarn color is a good pointer what it might be related to. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know if it will work out, but I discovered the Brat album in September last year, so a little bit late from everyone else, but I got like this concept in my head for a reel and for a project, obviously, and it will be related to one of my already published designs, and I think I will create one or even two little new designs for this look that I'm having in mind using this yarn. It's as you can see, Arveta by Volcalana, and they have this exact, I think, acid green colorway. And also one more brand has this colorway. It's this Lana Gato super soft also has this acid green colorway. So if you interested in making something with Brat colors, yeah, here you go. I think I want to make this until summer, and what I will be doing during summer, I have no idea. I have no plans, but yeah, I'm excited to find out. I'm taking a little bit slower approach, even slower approach to my work after this break, because I found out that when I have very concrete plans, like, I disappoint myself much more, and when I have very vague plans and I don't like command myself so much, I want to do things more and I am motivated more. So yeah, with YouTube it's the same. Ever since I dropped the expectation to put out videos consistently, now I want to make them more, you know? I'm like a child. Reverse psychology works on me really well. So yeah, to answer the question, what about YouTube? Am I going to make videos? I am, but I don't think I will aim to put out videos super like rigid schedule very consistently. I will put them out as I can, as I want to, and as I have to show you, because for the last few months I just didn't have to show you a lot of things. Like, what do I document as I like work up this rectangle, you know? I still want my content to be worth watching and yeah, worth your time. So yeah, I think my next video might be a vlog again, because that's what I originally want to do. It might be about this, we'll see. But yeah, I think this is it. I can't believe it. I finally filmed this podcast. Totally forgot to mention, Soigné Jacket knitting pattern is finally out, and you can get it on Ravelry or Etsy. I will link it down below, of course. And yeah, make one for yourself too. I'm really happy of this one. It's definitely not an easy pattern. It's more for advanced knitters, but I believe it's written well and mistake-free. And I'm really thankful to all my test knitters who contributed. And yeah, I'm very, very proud of it. And I hope you will love it too. Thank you so much for watching, for sticking around this far. If you like this video, press like. If you want to see from me more, please subscribe to my channel. We are approaching 1,000 subscribers. Wow, this is quite a big milestone for every small YouTuber, so I'm very, very happy and very thankful. And yeah, I hope you will stick around, and I will see you in the next one.